This month we'll be doing a leg focus, high intensity interval training, a low impact. We're going to start off with squat and press for 20 reps. When you're squatting, I want you to focus on your knees working straight rather than coming in and out. So think of them, focus them going straight rather than to the sides or in. Also press the arms up so your heart rate will go up the entire time. So just keep doing this. I'm recording over top of everything just so that I can give the proper technique guidance. So here you are now then going side to side with taps for 20 reps. Use your arms at the same time. Make sure you're breathing and you're staying in your semi-squat position. We're going to repeat that all over again. This time you're going to swing your arms forward and back. And when you come up, I want you to focus on squeezing the bum at the top of the move. So squeeze your glutes as you come up. Try not to lock your knees in at any time. And remember to always keep them straight. If you need to have your legs slightly wider apart with your toes out a little bit, that would be great as well. Keep going, and here we go. So taking those arms out to the side, shoulders are back. Anytime you use your arms, your heart rate is going to come up. So tapping side to side, staying in that low squat, and breathing. And on to the next. So stationary lunge with the press, 15 reps. I'm using my right leg. If you're facing me, you might be using your left. I want you to come down as low as you can. And I want you to also keep an eye on your knee so that your knee is not going inwards but staying straight forward. So not in or out, and you're coming down as low as you can in the back. And keeping your knee over top of your ankle as much as possible. It's okay if it comes slightly forward, but I don't want you to be doing your lunges moving forward backward. They should be coming straight up and down. So think of pushing through your feet, through your front foot. And here's Miss Tia. She's always in the picture. All right, so you should be feeling a burn in your legs. So now we're going to do karate kicks, alternating legs. So kick up, and as you are kicking up, I want you to think about crunching your stomach and moving those arms. When you're doing low intensity, if you move the arms at a rapid pace in time with your rest of your body, your heart rate's going to come up. So here we go again. Everything you'll be doing twice. Make sure you've got your balance. I'm on a bit of a rocky surface. And keep going. Push it up. Use those arms. Keep that core nice and tight. And on to the next leg. So, next leg, your other leg. And you're going to go for 15 reps as well. So whenever I do something with a single leg, it's usually 15 reps, and if you're doing double legs, it's 20 reps. So we're going to go back to another set of karate kicks here. There's not a lot of time in between. If you need to take time to take a water break, pause the video and do so. This is under 13 minutes. It's high intensity, and it's proving that you don't have to jump around. Keep that core nice and tight. Don't lean back too far. Think about the center of gravity. So now we're going to get into a sumo or a plie squat, 20 reps. I want you to have your knees above your ankles. Try not to do plie squats, more sumo squats. Your hips are coming back like you're going to sit on a bench. Arms come forward. You're squeezing your triceps, so strengthening those triceps by lengthening and straightening your elbows as you come up. So 20 reps of these. Try and come down as low as you can, as low as your knees allow. Your toes are pointed out. Now you're going to point your toes forward, and you're going to go side to side in a semi-squat. Do a partial body rotation and take those arms towards the opposite side. Keep your core nice and tight. This works your core as well. Your toes are pointed forward, You don't see that in the camera, and you straighten those legs out. So now you're going to point the toes out again, and you're going to repeat your sumo squat for 20 reps. Take the arms forward and push them out straight so that you get a little bit of tricep action. Come up, squeeze the bum on the way up. Toes are out. You can see my knees are over top of my ankles, not my toes. And this works the inner thighs as well as the quads. Now you're pointing the toe forward. So your toes should be forward here. You're staying in a semi-squat. You've got the quad burn going, and you're going side to side. And this is the pace I want you to go at. That's what I'm doing here so that your heart rate can come up. All right, had to clear some rocks out of the way so that I don't trip. And here we go. So now you're going to go into a lateral lunge or a semi-squat, what we could call it. And you're keeping your inside leg straight. Your upper body, you are taking those arms a little higher than before, and you're opening up through the chest. You're coming into a semi-squat or a side lunge, and you're going to come up straight leg and pause at the top with a knee drive, so you're working those hip flexors as well. So you're going to go 15 to your right side, or if you're following me, facing me, to the left if you're facing the screen, and take it to the other side. Knee drive up, that inside leg stays straight, the one that's on the ground, and it's still low impact. You're not coming down really hard. Put your feet down softly. Don't slam them down. Detect Petia on the way around. So 15 reps. So this is all inner thighs, and your real high intensity cardio here is going to stay in a low semi-squat position. Hinge hip forward, core is tight. The same leg and arm go in behind. You try and get as low as you can. So here you're working your entire body, and the focus is on quads, inner thighs, outer thighs, glutes. So 20 reps. And we're going to do that once more. So everything, like I said, repeat twice. So as you're coming up, you're pulling those arms out, squeezing the back muscles together, your shoulder blades together. You're going to go 15 reps. Remember that inside leg stays as straight as possible. The sun's hitting mine, so it looks a bit bent. And your foot is forward. And we'll go to the other side. You can tell I'm breathing hard here. I decided to do a commentary because we were outside, and it's beautiful out there, but it's quite loud. And this way I could commentate through the whole thing and have you guys doing proper form. And it goes to show you that you can do low impact, high intensity interval training. My heart rate got up to 161 while I was doing this workout. So the highest it was at 161. And it goes to show you that low impact is very effective. High impact, a little harder on the joints. So I'm doing this just to show you. So our last exercise we're going to add in for the legs is a curtsy lunge. This targets the glutes, the quads, the inner thighs, your balance. So you're going in behind in a slight curtsy. So it's a deep curtsy, but your leg doesn't have to go way twisty. You can see that my hips are still forward. It's working my balance. I am on a bit of a rough terrain there, a graduated terrain. It isn't completely flat. So if you are going to do this outside, make sure you have enough room around you so that you're not going to twist an ankle or torque your knee. Otherwise, do it in the comfort of your own home or do it at the gym. Make sure that leg, like I said, you don't twist your hips so that the leg is way in behind. You're just taking it over to the side a little bit. So basically, when you come down, your knee lines up with your ankle. It's hard to see on this angle. Perhaps now you'll see it a little better. And what you're going to do here then is you're going to alternate sides and push. Pretend you have a band on and you're pushing outward with each side as you go. And your arms, you're going to have in a lateral bent shoulder raise. So 20 reps, and then we'll go back to our curtsy lunges again. So here we go, and keep going. Here we go with the triceps again. So whenever you can, think about squeezing those triceps. So they're coming out behind. Feels so good to be outside. You can tell my endorphin rush has kind of kicked in. Got some smiles going on. I hope you're enjoying this workout as much as I did. It's very much leg focused, and you will feel sore, I promise you. You'll feel all the muscles in your legs, and probably very much the inner thigh, because we don't use them a lot. Inner thigh, glutes, quads, might even feel the calves a little bit, although likely not so much on the calves. And so here we go with your last set of straight leg raises, always using your arms so that you can get that heart rate up. Push against the air. Imagine that you have bands on. If you take your mind to the muscle, you will feel it, I promise. And that is a wrap, my friends. Thank you so much for joining us. Awesome work. Thumbs up.